manages to spot that base, he'll be able to drop on it and harass it very well. Hwarang actually, meanwhile, just pushing out a little bit, going to take the inside 7 o'clock. And overall, just not too much there. Overall, first dropship now coming out, so we're going to see what UpMagiC actually manages to accomplish this. Hwarang knows this is on the way. He has the observer inside of UpMagic's base. And Hwarang just been mining the minerals at that 4 o'clock mineral point for so long, just completely, so it's so much damage coming down there. UpMagic still has no idea that exists. Seriously, if he ever gets to watch the replay of his match, he's going to smack him, and especially if he loses, he's going to watch the replay and smack himself upside the head so hard. He's going to bang his head against his keyboard several times and curse and go, why? But even more gateways now being added in by Hwarang. He's 7 gateways, 6 gateways, 7th coming up just now. UpMagic is going to go for this drop. Hwarang most likely knows it's coming in, and we can see what there is a cannon there in place, so 1 cannon does minimize the damage the vultures can do so much, but there is a tank! There is a tank alongside 2 vultures. Didn't see him pick up the tank. Instantly 2 mines being put down and pros being pulled off the line. There's that tank is going to start besieging off against the cannons, I assume. All the pros being pulled off the line there inside. The natural expansion dragoons coming up. Vulture coming in. The tank goes down. 1 mines goes off to kills off 1 single zealot. The tank now in jeopardy. Not going to be able to do too much. He's going to get killed very soon. He can manage 1 single shot against those dragoons. And that's going to peter out. Did manage to take out the cannon, but not really much else. More gateways not being added in by Hwarang, so he's going full-on macro mode, getting his 4th base up. And Hwarang, oh man, UpMagic, I believe is picking up his 12 o'clock mineral only, but still just not too much. Still running out with his vultures. Honestly, UpMagic, come on, spot the freaking 4 o'clock, man. It's there. It's the reason you're a little bit in trouble. And also that observer you have inside of your base, which tells Hwarang exactly what you're doing. Again, cannon being built inside Hwarang's base, but UpMagic actually going for a very much heavier drop this time. A lot of tanks, but our probes, pylons all over the place. Several vultures still running on, trying to plant down some random mines, completely being neutralized by those observers. Again, going to drop coming in. He's actually going to drop on the ridge. There are a lot of zealots just below waiting for that. Tank's going to siege up. Also, Goliath actually there in place. And just tank's going to siege up here. Dragoon's going to try to start raging this, but the tank's in pretty good position. They're going to start attacking any troops that move around. So Hwarang's going to be able to... all the troops that come in from the main buildings are just going to be sieged against. Running around in panic. 1 Dragoon to start attacking, instantly get killed off. And Hwarang's actually moving up with a pretty sizable Dragoon force. There's a couple of observers alongside. So UpMagic also going to start sieging against the gateways. At this point, just trying to disrupt Hwarang as much as he can. Try to... prevent him from doing too much. Even more dropships. He's going very heavy on a dropship play. If he would spot this base, man, if he would spot the 4 o'clock and take it out, really help UpMagic at this point, but he just doesn't know it's there. He has gotten his 12 o'clock base. He's now actually getting the double gas at 11. So just puts down the CC just between those to get the double gas. Arbiter now in play for Hwarang. Observer goes, scan goes off. There's Goliath in play. He's going to take down the shuttle. Oh, you've got an observer against the shuttle. The zealots, they're under that. Another scan going off. The tanks actually managed to... Oh, zealots are going to get cleaned up. More dropships coming in. The reinforcements just now. Should be more Goliaths now in play. Scans going off. Arbiter barely survives. No Terran boosters critically for UpMagic, but still he's sieging against this natural expansion so well. Taking down a forge and just pushing in another cute girl, women, whatever, female. Yes, vultures not being dropped everywhere, so UpMagic playing very aggressive. He has no idea that UpMagic still has that economic advantage of him, but he's still, Hwarang critically has done no harassments of his own, really. Because UpMagic's been allowed to take the 12 o'clock, being allowed now to take the double gas, which he now has pumping, has 1 idle list. He's really thinking about fixing that soon. More probes being fired off. Okay, UpMagic, Hwarang now has completely mined out, mostly mined out the mineral only at the 4 o'clock, so he's pretty much used those holes again. UpMagic now going to spot all those probes coming in with a marine, so he's going to go, what? What are those probes doing there? What the hell? UpMagic adding in 3 more factories, adding in a CC. Still has vultures all over the place. Now going to try and protect these troops from shuttles that are coming in from Hwarang. Still has vultures was running around inside. Very, very fast movement there overall. Actually going to use drops to drop on right on these dragoons. Very TBT type drop. Right into the fire. Siege is up just outside the natural expansion. Moving in with forces. Even more forces to try to reinforce. Now we're going to see the first person view of Hwarang. Trying to do something against these tanks and dragoons and vultures with his shuttles. Not managing to reinforce too much. Still has decent sized troops on everywhere, but UpMagiC now has a sort of a contain on him. He has tanks that were attacking the inside 7 o'clock and also the natural expansion. Even more reinforcements are coming in now, so UpMagiC is trying to do a sort of contain, attacking 2 bases at the same time, moving in very close. There is one single Archon, one single Arbiter could be the only thing that's preventing, could prevent UpMagiC from doing this. Scans going off, and the forces on the ground being taken down. The Arbiter is still alive, though, going to continue attacking the forces on the ground. Mine being put down everywhere. Goliaths, UpMagiC needs a couple of Goliaths to help support his ground force at this point, take out those forces. Still mines going off everywhere, trying to drag them in, not being too successful, still trying to kill forces. Okay, another tank goes down. The Arbiter really being a pain. UpMagiC trying to reestablish, getting another double gas at the 3 o'clock this time. So he's going very gas heavy. He's going to be able to get a lot of tanks. He's of course just added in a lot of factories. So I'm going to assume we're going to see a lot of tanks from him. UpMagiC still has a chance because critically he's now done a lot of damage. Decent amount of damage, killed a lot of probes at the inside 7 o'clock, adding in more factories. He's going to go full on macro himself. Harang, despite having an early economic advantage, has not done any sort of economic damage to UpMagiC. UpMagiC now weapons 1 at this point. He did kill the Forge of Harang, so I'm not quite sure where he is on weapons wise himself. Still trying to move around, but now UpMagiC is moving down forces towards the natural expansion at the 5 o'clock that Harang just recently took down. He's trying to reinforce the forces there. No upgrades, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I spotted those forces. There wasn't an aerial force, I believe. 1 armor. I believe there wasn't a weapons upgrade as well. Now Harang's going to move towards these forces. Tanks and vultures. Tanks at the north as well. So UpMagiC has a partial pincer as long as he moves his tanks up. He's losing a lot of tanks, though. Still, it's just 1 Goliath killing probes. He's going to sacrifice the tanks and the SCV as those do. Moving from the north. And meanwhile, just trying to kill as many probes as he can with his Goliath. It's going to retreat. Might lose that 1 tank. Moving again downwards with vultures. Still, at this point, just trying to prevent Harang from getting an even higher economic advantage. I still don't know if he ever knew that Harang had that initial force. More dropships coming in, dropping at the same spot. There are 2 shuttles waiting there for him. I assume those are some Goliaths. There's 1 single Goliath there with Terran boosters. Going to start attacking those shuttles. 1 shuttle goes down. I'm not quite sure actually if those shuttles had anything. He's also going to be dropped by the 2nd shuttle right down these forces. The vultures there aren't going to be able to block these tanks, though. There is an Arbiter in place. Hasn't really been doing any sort of spells. No recalls coming in. No stasis. Nothing. UpMagiC again going to try to go for his natural expansion. Still attacking the Forge. The Forge is going to go down, so he's going to completely stop the upgrades. Even more dropship play going to coming in for me, getting even more tanks up. Arbiter now with Dragoons in play, trying to finally kill all those tanks at the ridge. Scan going off. We're going to see who actually manages. Has nothing but vultures at this point, but even more reinforcements coming in just now. Almost cleaned up there, but UpMagiC desperately trying to hold with his vultures, just waiting for his reinforcements. And the next natural expansion ranks is so weak at this point. Tanks, stasis comes up on one of the drops as well as some of the forces that were dropped. Just a few tanks manages to siege up, but not too much damage done. Beautiful stasis there by Harang. Waited patiently, caught all those dropships. Not going to be able to be damaged, but still, wow, perfect position for him. Now, UpMagiC on the opposite side, just moving with his vultures towards this natural expansion at the 5 o'clock. Going to be able to harass it. Just a few Dragoons to defend. Arbiter coming in, but there's a Goliath in play. Goliath's going to come around. And another command center being put down by UpMagiC. I don't even know if he spotted the fact that he was... Ooh, stays going up a lot of the vultures. Don't even UpMagiC spotted that a lot of those minerals that he was possibly thinking of taking were mined out. Cannon goes down. Arbiter goes down. The vulture and Goliath and all those sieged vultures waiting there to do some damage. And UpMagiC still holding the ridge, desperately trying to hold it. He knows it just continues to siege that from that ridge a little bit more. He might actually take down natural expansion, do some heavy, heavy damage. Terrible, terrible damage against those forces. And still has those vultures running around all over the place, killing cannons, doing harassment, putting down mines, just being a pain. UpMagiC doing a beautiful job. At this point, I believe he might actually be taking over an advantage. Harang is just not... At this point, he's just defending. He's desperately trying to hold it. UpMagiC moving in with another force. Just, oh man, so many tanks. Trying to macro around, so much Dragoon blood on the ground. He again holds the ridge just outside of the natural. Goliath's in place to attack Arbiters and shuttles. Tanks gonna siege up, should be able to take out the natural expansion. Harang now in a lot of trouble despite his early economic advantage. GG coming in from Harang, and UpMagiC is gonna move on to the round of 16, second time in a row. And Harang, yet again loses for the second time in a row in round 32. Although I gotta say, he definitely puts up a better performance this time. UpMagiC gotta feel happy about that. Not the entire game, he didn't know he was economically behind, and yet, no, just Ro32 just did not take advantage. Honestly, he needs to really improve his standard game. He just got that early advantage, but he didn't utilize it as well as he should have been able to do. He obviously looks a little bit disappointed. So UpMagiC, there is still an eSTRO player going to move on, and Ro32 looks, yeah, devastated. He knows he should have been able to win that much earlier on, but what are you going to do? We're going to see whether he comes back a third time into the round 32 and tries to strike up even more. I look forward to seeing you more in the Pro League, Ro32. And UpMagiC obviously looking very happy about himself. Going to face off against Effort, so that's going to be a great series. So, GG guys, ranching out. Thanks for listening. Look forward to more from you soon.